A man gets buried alive by a mudslide, so he rolls down the car window, reaches out to test the mud's thickness, but a large amount of thin mud rushes into the car. He quickly closes the window in fear. Before he can recover, the sunroof suddenly cracks. He frantically grabs tape, trying to seal the broken glass, but the thin tape can't withstand the pressure of the mud. Facing imminent burial, Matt suddenly finds a steering wheel lock under the seat. He has a flash of inspiration, quickly opens the lock, and props it against the sunroof diagonally. Surprisingly, the steering wheel lock actually blocks the constantly sinking mud. Matt nervously swallows, staring intently at the sunroof, afraid the glass might suddenly break. The steering wheel lock indeed holds the weight of the mud. Matt finally breathes a sigh of relief, but he hasn't had water for 7 hours. He's extremely thirsty, and gradually losing strength. Matt suddenly panics. Just then, water drops seep through the sunroof into the car. Matt hurries to the leaking spot, putting his mouth against it and sucking frantically. He feels this is too slow, so he takes out his wallet, pulls out a bank card, folds it into a funnel shape, then inserts it into a plastic bottle. Next, he wedges it on the lock. The seeping water quickly fills the bottle. The drinking water problem is solved. Matt excitedly claps his hands. However, soon after, he begins to have difficulty breathing. The oxygen in the car is almost depleted, so he takes out a folding chair, extracts the hollow steel tube from it. Next, Matt removes the bottle cap, drills small holes in the cap with a nail clipper, then finds some twine, ties a knot, threads it through the bottle cap, finally stuffs the twine into the steel tube, letting the bottle cap seal the tube opening. After all these operations, Matt can't help but admire his own cleverness. He puts on gloves, straightens a wire, then uses it to drill a small hole in the sunroof. Next, he grips the steel tube and forcefully pushes it up through the small hole. But the mud is very compact. Its thickness completely exceeds his imagination. The entire 1.8-meter long steel tube doesn't reach the surface. Matt starts to panic. He dismantles the last steel tube, uses all his strength to push upward, but this time the tube seems to be blocked by something. No matter how hard he tries, it doesn't work. Matt lets out a desperate roar. He anxiously takes out a jack, trying to use it to push the tube upward, but before long, the jack reaches its limit. Yet the tube still hasn't penetrated the mud, so Matt places a thin towel on his shoulder, uses his body to support the tube, enduring the pain while pushing upward. Suddenly, Matt feels his shoulder give way. The tube breaks through the soil straight up. He quickly inserts the wire into the tube, pokes open the bottle cap at the end, then leans forward to look through. When he sees that faint light at the tube opening, Matt shouts excitedly, even greeting through the tube opening. In his excitement, he puts his mouth near the tube opening, greedily inhaling fresh air. Having solved the oxygen problem, Matt begins to plan a new escape method.